mending Milwaukee. That's what Police Chief Alfonso Morales and the man he shot 20 years ago hope to do. Now, we showed you their reunion last night on Live at 10.
The I-Team's Casey Geraldo talks to them about their common belief on how to curb crime.
We told you last night both Chief Alfonso Morales and DeAndre Armour share a deep spirituality. In our conversation, I found out they also harbor a deep love of Milwaukee and working to make this city a better place. Behind the violence, the weapons, the lights, and the police tape, DeAndre Armour explains what drove him to the streets.
And it wasn't the guns that was killing people, it was somebody that was hurting that was killing people.
On this 1997 day, gang member Armour and undercover officer Morales exchanged gunshots. Morales shot Armour.
We're trying to kill each other.
More than 21 years later, this is how they say hello.
Like I said, I once hated authority, and now here I was, embracing authority.
Now they share a common goal, making Milwaukee safer, starting with the next generation.
I grew up like a lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people in my neck of the woods grew up. There was a lot of abuse. Mentally, physically, and emotionally. So I kind of grew up hating all forms of authority.
The men believe that's the root of so many issues the city faces.
They're born into a life that they're going to lose.
And now since I was hurting, I began to try to lash out on other people.
Well, I think we can't have this conversation without talking about trust and policing and community members. How do you think your experience speaks to that very active debate that's going on in the community?
I think there's two levels of credibility here.
Morales says he can't do his part to make Milwaukee a safer place without the role Armour plays, speaking to young people and running a men's home for God Touch Milwaukee.
He's got that credibility, and some people call it street creds. And I believe on my side I have the credibility to influence the police department.
I think that the community is going to be allowed to see that somebody that was once hurting, actually hurt other people, and now that it can be healed, restoration can be made with authority on this side and the community if people are willing to hear the message that hurting people hurt other people.
A reminder, both men hope the community and those in uniform remember after the deadliest year for Milwaukee police in 20 years.
In Mahowski's ceremony, I brought this up. It's easy to lose focus of what our responsibility and our job is.
I thought right away, like, man, this is going to really stir the pot, like you said, to kind of go back where it's going to be like almost you get one of us, we get one of you kind of thing.
But the men hope understanding prevails. They want to see community-based work mend the broken pieces of the city and build up the next generation.
This is a huge story in my life. I'm sure it's a huge story in your life. But there's stories like this in the city that we have to show and bring back those people that are true, that went through a dark stage in their life and were able to live through it.
And you see an old rundown building, and then a few years later you come back and somebody sees some magnificent, beautiful building. And that's just how I examine my own life.
If you missed the first part of this story, you can find that along with the full interview right now on TMJ4.com.